back out on my home waters now at Cascade Locks in Stevenson, and finally switched to a west wind today, which is awesome. And I'm gonna sail up to Cascade Locks and do a downwind. I don't think I'll put the kite up today. So it's a good day so far today. The wind's moderate, sun's mostly out, and it's about 63 degrees, 64. The water's about 47 degrees. So, you know, I got my wetsuit on. I've got one thermal shirt on and just my T-top wetsuit over that. And I'm very comfortable. The wind's not really, the air's not really cold. It doesn't feel cold to me, so I don't really have I'm not getting sprayed yet. The forecast was saying up to 15, but you know, this is just barely, you know, this is like 6 to 7 right now. And just wonderful. I'm just having, you know, I'm on the rail, but that's about it. I'm just enjoying this. Once again, using my smaller sail just because it's still really chilly out here. I do not want to go in. And I like to keep sailing when the wind comes up. Looking east on the Columbia River, and then west toward Bridge of the Gods and Cascade Locks, the little town of Cascade Locks. When you're soloing the Buccaneer, you need to have a really long extension. I've got a battle stick that's an extendable telescoping, and you know, I mean, I'm sitting up, my feet are up here, you know, 14 to 16 inches in front of the main sheet cleat, and you know, the shroud is right here, so I'm up here in the kind of the front zone. I'll even go further sometimes when I'm pointing further up than this. So you need an extension that I'll check the length that I have, but it's just enough. I wish it was sometimes a little bit more. Once it gets this long, you really need to have a telescoping, just for you know, convenience, just to, you know, shorten it down when you don't need it that long, and just, you know, tacking and stuff like that. So anyway, I've got the standard Buccaneer tiller, which is very nice, I think. But I got a Ronston battle stick, you know, telescoping, and I've had it for years. They're great. They hold up really well. Mine's just aluminum. Really steady wind can make you appear to be a better sailor, for sure. But right now, my telltales are screaming all the way up. So that's where you want to be. I've got that top one's on the it up and down a little bit. The ones on the leeward side, the red, are all streaming very nicely. So that's where you want to be. Yeah. Then you know you got flow. My main is, it's might be getting backwind just a little, not bad though. This smaller sail is, the only thing really good about it is it just cuts the square footage for me to handle it better, and it's not reefed, so the sail shape's not bad. I much prefer my full main, and I'll be using that when it warms up some. I also don't have a window on this little main sail here. Having a window on your main is just almost, you know, mandatory. But, you know, I only use this one when it's really windy in summer, and then in, you know, early spring, and then late fall. Coming up on Cascade Locks, Marina now. One more tap and I'll be there. Broad Reach, sitting back in the boat on the bench, enjoying this, not having to work very hard at anything really. One of the payoff for a beat that was about 3 miles, 2.5, 3. By the time you throw the tacks in, from Stevenson to Cascade Locks is about 3 miles maybe. Be about 2.5, how the crow would fly. I'm having a hard time coming up on it. There's a bit of kelp weed bed right in front of it. I do not see a keel on this boat where it should be, unless it's just under the water line. But there it is. I just wanted just some weeds here while I'm packing. That's it. Gosh, that looks 24 feet to me. Another third pass here. I'm trying to not run into this weed bed up here. I'm gonna have to hike the tracks and come down and see it. I cannot see the stern on the boat. Along here are just so nice, that Northwest style, modern Northwest style. And those were built like in the late 80s. Maybe 12 knots now, maybe 15, maybe gusting. Not bad. hit that. Yikes. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's a log. That is really nice. Wow. It's got a nice gust there. I'm reefed down because I'm just moving well. I'm able to hold it flat, which is nice. Force it down.